We got a stout little field in the back of the pack here.
Ready. Green flag, green flag.
Yeah, my gears actually take off halfway decent. Everybody. Oh, we're taking her 3, boys. 3 into... No, we're back here. I didn't want to, but I did.
Right side.
Oh god! Oh, why does my car suck so bad? Oh, sideways already wiped it. Okay, that's a rule. Simple. Yeah. But I didn't race here in season 2. I tried to set up the car and did a poor job of it. And then tried to help you run strategy, and we... Oh, I can look on this out here. New leader. The curves are considered part of the track, right? I can use the curves. Okay. I want to make sure I figure and such. New leader, the 9. Yeah, you have the right of way. Whether in a road course like Watkins, Glen, or a short track like Birch, and the car in front has the right of way. God, I wish this race didn't have stages. I'm actually in a good rhythm right now. Swing there. Good lord. There's the car that didn't pass tech. Or the driver that got COVID before the race. And they couldn't find it. I don't think I have a winning car, but we have a car we can have fun with. Yay! Alright.
Yellow's out. Back her down.
We won a stage. Alright, let's go. Not many. There's 36 remaining. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's not many laps at all. Alright, let's get I was really contemplating staying out there, I'm not gonna lie. Asylums did stay out.
Alright, you're coming to the green. Be ready here. Reach out, let's go. Far left.
Assuming that was a spread.
All clear.
Good old dad. Yeah. Yeah, about stage 3 will probably be here. At the very least. Have that lead by 2 laps in the stage.
Yellow flag.
Oh. Yeah, definitely stay out here. What? Hard. Just freaking. I mean, this race determines whether Word is
Almost ready.
gonna make the pro league or not. So.
Reach out, let's go. Right side clear. Yellow flag.
We've reached that point of the race. We've reached the true eSpark portion of the race. Oh, well, yeah. That'll do it. That will do it, yes. Oh dear. else.
Be ready here. Bring down, let's go.
Oh, okay, word.
Right side. Right side. Clear right.
Oh, we are using up at 47.
Clear
Oh,
right.
he let me go. That was mighty sporting of him. Whoa! Thank God I do not have the party included. Jesus. Bruh! They're turning right here at Watkins, Glen, man. Oh god, I forgot to shift. Jesus. And that was like not even a forget I'm on a shifter thing. Like I didn't even reach for the paddle. I just was like in a second. You heard me. Got one lap to go. In this stage. Around to it. I'm running terrible laps.
White flag in the air. Yeah, that's the last lap Won
of
that
this game.
stage. Way to go, driver.
Oh, I mean, now you let me by. It was about the turn one. Like, he absolutely, like, doored me into oblivion in turn one, but hey, that wasn't that bad. Yeah, that was a little hyperbole, but he doored me pretty good. But he let me by, like, at the end of the lap, so it wasn't a big deal. I was gonna move him if I got back to him, which I was running him down pretty thoroughly, but... Time to see how I'm gonna choke it. J-Mac never won an Xfinity race and never won a league race at Watkins Glen in a NASCAR car. How will he fail here today?
We're going green. Be ready here.
Oh dear.
Right side clear.
Oh! Everybody just dives into the bus stop so much better than me. Oh, no one's as bad as Fluffy in the game, though. Good lord, that guy is... Oh, I'm broken it. Oh. Opposite of North America and freaking Shake and Bake. Second half of the bus stop, coming back to the left. Car isn't doing very well. No, it's freaking running way out. That's unfortunate. Tom. We completely forgotten how to drive. All these cautions just completely took me out of the rhythm that I was in. It's very disappointing. I'm running 4s right now. Oh, there's somebody in the bus stop. I lose so much time. I could probably run legit like 6.2s if I was not just a dumpster fire in the bus stop. If it'll slow the two of you down without causing a caution, I'm fine with it. I don't know, he might be officiating, honestly. That's probably what he's doing. Kind of weird because I'm losing. It's the opposite of home. Not running the left either. Becomes only a 3. I mean, the window opens like right at like exact like in half, I think. Not sure if I need to save any fuel in that back half, but it's freaking. Let's see what. All of those guys are bad on the long run. They have 2 or 3 or 4 lap cars, and then they're just messes. I have no idea what I'm trying to watch them up other stuff. Because you're mad and you're damaged. That was me in the eSpark race. Or in the cup race, I guess it's eSpark 2, whatever. Ooh. I'm excited for that Azerbaijan race. That's gonna be fun. You ran a half second faster there. I'm just slow. No, I'm just not running good. That was where I was getting everybody in the cup race too. There's something about the way I drive and the way I like my gears. It's really good through there. Oh yeah, that one sucks. That one's bad. Oh, we got loose. Oh, we got bad loose in there. Oh, we got bad loose. We lost a lot of time there. Jesus. With freaking Officer Fry over there, I had to make sure. Yeah, I don't know if I can hold you off, but I gotta try. Do what? Yeah, me too. Yep. Oh, we were gonna
back it down, back
lose
it down.
a lot of time there. I have no idea how to enter that pit road. That was like me in the Road America Shake and Bake race. Like the car drove better with rear end damage. It'd be the right, but that was at ovals. That was at ovals, yeah. All right, Noah Gregson, let's go, buddy. Let's not wreck here. This pit road sucks.
Clear on pit road.
That would be the most tended pit road exit of all time. Yeah, you gained about 3/10, 4/10. Alright, well we survived one lap on full tires there. Usually we're better after that, so. but they are freaking wrecking, and they turned left. Thank you, whoever that was. Oh, that's poor Hydra. That's the... Isn't that the Justin's replacement? Those curves out of that left-hander are so dicey. Broadcast taking a commercial break with like 5 laps left. That's where everybody kills me. I do not know how to take it fast.
5 to go, 5 to go.
Powered out. Dang it. I'm down going into a corner. That's stupid of me. Yeah, we're still green. 3 to go. Got a fatless dig up here. Oh god, he's gonna die when he took a hard ride. that's the way it was, and just the way it is here is way better than me at the back half of the course, starting with the muscle. I'm just too timid through there. I'm so scared of wrecking it. Yep, my flag's out. I took that so slow.
You're almost out of gas.
Thank you. You were definitely faster than I was. Thank you, track position.
Checkered flag's in the air. It's yours.
We won the Xfinity series. We won at Watkins Glen. Yay! It only took Tyler having to come from the back twice for it to pull it off, but we did it. Yay! I guess we're interviewing? Yeah, it's interview time. Yeah.
finish for us, and obviously without the help from J-Mac, I wouldn't have even had a chance to finish in the top 3. The damage held us back, but without that, J-Mac and Dohar definitely had the 2 best cars.
Absolutely, and Tyler, as we were talking about, and I know, Harvick, you'll get to our P2 guy here in a little bit, but we noticed that he was having some trouble getting through the pack, and really until stage 3 didn't start making any kind of headway really into the top 5, and I don't know if cautions had to play in that, or what was going on, but he was able to presumably make his way to P2 at the end, but nonetheless, great race for you, Tom. Way to overcome that. And one more question I had there too. We were watching at the beginning of the race. I was riding on board with you from the outside camera, and I saw the 47 Award Burton run you over pretty good going into the bus stop. Did that give you rear end damage? And I know with how loose your cars are, that made you really loose. Did that hurt you?
I mean, it was just tough going into the bus stop. You know how it is coming into the bus stop when you're in a big pack. You know, you just try your best to survive and get through without killing the guy in front of you and not get run over and just give space. But Word was trying to do me a favor before that through the S's, and I didn't know he was going to do it, and that gave us a little bit of front end damage. So that's what hurt the most. But through the bus stop, things are going to happen naturally through there. So it's it's whatever. But it is what it is, and like I said, it was fun. So. Don't do any of these races, and I think the next one's Daytona with Tyler, so that'll be hectic, and we'll put on a good show there.
Absolutely, and it's going to be go-kart line on the bottom and Tom getting hung out on top. I can already see it, and I'm not even there yet. But nonetheless, great race for you, Tom. Awesome job to work your way up, get a P3. We're going to turn it over to Harvick here, who's going to give an interview to our P2 driver.
Yes, sir, Mr. Tyler Dohar, driver number 7. Got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir, got a copy.
All right, man, you had an eventful race. Early on, John talked about it. We didn't see quite up towards the top 5 and really top 3, ultimately coming home second. We didn't see you get up there, though, until later on. How was the early part of your race going? Was it traffic? Was it just something you had to fix with the car? What prevented you from moving up as quickly as I think you would have liked?
I think it was a combination of both. We had to just get reacclimated to the car. We really didn't do too many laps today, so we kind of just went in cold turkey, and then starting at the rear of the field, around 25th spot. It was really just biding our time. We got up to 13th after the first lap, but then we started to stall out because we really needed to find the passing zones and really not force the issue and put the other competitors in precarious positions. That was kind of what I tried to avoid. But in stage 1, we actually got up to 8th place, and then on the restart of stage 2, we were coming off of that left-hander coming to the final turn, and the 20 got on the curbing, and unfortunately we got hooked together, so that sent us careening into the outside retaining wall and back into the pack, so we got damage and had to restart in the back, and then got caught up in the next crash right after it. But after that, once stage 3 started, we were able to bide our time. We restarted there in 15th for the beginning of stage 3. Got up to the top 10, top 5, and eventually got up to 3rd by the time the pit stop cycle round out. We beat the 18 on the pit out. And we were kind of sitting about 4.5 seconds back of the 9. I knew that was going to be a lofty expectation to try and close that gap all the way, but I wanted to try and close it maybe to halfway, maybe cool the tires down, see if we could catch a late yellow. But I mean, overall, I can't be too upset with that. We overcame a lot of track position deficits to be
1, 2, 3
seconds,
trophy hunters.
Be within the 2 seconds of the leader, and J-Mac is no slouch on road courses. We didn't have the same setup, but I know he had a good piece out there. So, kudos to him. He dominated the race. He showed he had the fastest car. And he did an awesome job. Awesome job for the trophy hunters. We got 1, 2, 3, and Jose also had a great run. He finished in the top 10. Would have probably had top 4 sweep, but unfortunately Canadian Power had something else to say with it, and we didn't get to have Leafs Justin out there. But overall, for a Brandt Chevy, it was a great race, and a great race for our team holistically. So can't be more proud of that. Ready for next week?
Well, and I'll ask too for my usual question at the end of these, but is there anything? Obviously, J-Mac, you talked about it. One of the best road course racers on Xbox and in this community. Now he checks off his 3rd road course win. He's won at road courses in all 3 of the eSpark series now, or top 3 eSpark series now. So, but from your point of view, you did close on him towards the end of the race. Weren't able to get close enough. Is there anything you felt like you maybe could have done differently that would have given you a shot at him, or are you just kind of accepting the fact that, yeah, he was probably gone?
If I could go back in a time machine and maybe not have been up on the 20 as much when he hit the curb, because, I mean, you're playing the track position game, and it's hard to know when you need it. I mean, at road course, you virtually need it all the time, but I really, the only thing we could have done different, I felt like I hit my marks 9 times out of 10. If he made a mistake, I made a mistake as well, because I got big eyes and thought, ooh, I can really close the gap here, and I'd overdrive. Where we were really better than him was going into the bus stop. We were just able to really execute the bus stop to perfection. It just seemed like every other corner we were lacking just a little bit, especially in the carousel right afterwards. You know, I'd gain maybe 3 to 4 tenths on him in the bus stop and then give it all right back in the carousel, because I couldn't figure out how to get the car to rotate as well as his. But, I mean, honestly, we were just at a deficit of track position. By the time we got clear of the pack and got up to second, we were about 5 seconds behind him. So we cut that gap down a decent amount. You either needed a couple more laps to be able to get the job done, or you just needed some better starting position for stage 3. But overall, you can't be upset with it. You got to be proud of the effort to come through the pack unscathed for the most part without hitting another competitor and being able to run second to one of the best on a road course.
Well said, and I would say you did a pretty good job as well. Last question before we go, real quick. Any shout-outs for you this evening?
Yeah, just want to give a shout out to my Cup guys that all run on this roster and rotate. You know, Stout helping me run this team. That we just like running and seeing what these Xfinity guys are, kind of scouting new talent for the Cup Series. You know, also want to give you and John a shout out for picking up the broadcast tonight and doing that. And shout out to all the leagues to take part of. You know, Shake and Bake. I'm glad I can make a full race and not disconnect. Been having rough luck at Shake and Bake disconnecting from races lately. So that's been frustrating, but SXRL tonight, so glad to be a part of that league as well, and just really excited to be a part of Oscar as well and battle for a championship there in the Final Four. So been a good year for us in the league racing department.
I would agree. Good job. Second place finish after tons of adversity. Overcoming that, I would probably say you're one of the biggest movers today, going from the back and then even starting fairly deep in the field, but overall, good run. Second place. Not bad.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
John?
All right, guys. Making our way over to the leader, the winner, J-Mac Attack. Absolutely dominating the race, showing he had the best car from beginning to end. J-Mac. Great car, great race tonight. Talk to me about some challenges that you had tonight, although it didn't look like you had many.
I wouldn't say I had the best car. I might have had the best car. I don't think I was the best driver, but we lucked out from having really good track position, qualified third, qualified toward the front, and that was the big difference. We were able to, we coming off of turn 1, had an opportunity to make it 3 wide going up the S's, and decided that was a stupid idea, but we were able to pass those guys in front of us pretty quickly and lead, and that's huge at road courses. If you have track position, you can control the race. That's major, and we looked out from the 7 having to come from the back twice. He got up to like 4th and got wiped out and had to do it again, and he was gaining on us. And like he said, like the bus stop, Watkins Glen is my weakest road course, and I have not for the life of me been able to figure out the bus stop on these games. I don't know if it's just driving style or if I haven't figured out what to do with the setup or what, but the bus stop is probably one of my weakest corners on the game, period. I don't know. It's just I'm not good there, and so I end up having to be really timid going through there, and luckily it didn't cost us, but again that was thanks to track position. But well, we had a great car. You know, we handed it over to Tom. He was on our setup and he had to make some adjustments, but he was probably a little quicker than I was too by the end of that race if he wasn't damaged. So just once again, thanks to everybody who runs this series for letting me come out and play around. It's a lot of fun. We had a blast at Martinsville. Martinsville was a really fun race with these guys, and we didn't get the finish we wanted there, but we came back tonight and led a bunch of laps. We led almost all of them, if we didn't lead all of them, that's pretty doggone cool. That's fun to come into one of these setup races. My first race on a shifter. I want to point that out. That's my first, not first race on a shifter, but my first road course race, trying to use a shifter, and we were able to pull it off. So that was fun. That was cool. Leading laps is fun. Winning races is always fun, and to do it and to be able to hold off a guy that is freaking awesome here. I mean, Tyler doesn't get a lot of credit for his road racing acumen, but he is really, really good, and he's really freaking strong here at Watkins Glen specifically, for sure. Seeing him win a lot of races here, so to be able to hold him off barely. We had a huge gap to start with, so thanks to track position, but just a cool race, fun race, and really proud of putting the old Bass Pro Shop Chevy. I know you like this car a lot. I'm not the biggest fan, but we got a
absolutely.
We got
I'm
a
the driver too.
yeah. We got an RCR sponsor on it, so I'll take it. But again, thanks to you, John, for broadcasting this and yeah. So and Harvick for helping, and that's fun.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
thank you for putting
Clap,
on
clap,
a
clap,
great
clap.
show, and everyone else here in the eSpark Xfinity series who put it on.
I think he just played me off. I think it was like an award show, and he just played me off the stage.
Since you have since you have been on the shifter,
The
and
background
this is
music
your
came
first
on,
road
you're
race
talking too
on the
long.
shifter, do you notice any difference in time gained, whether it be saving a little bit easier for the fuel to go that extra lap to make it to 10, or shifting down through the corners? Did you notice any advantage or disadvantage at having the shifter?
Not really. I never noticed the fuel. I don't know if the fuel ever really came into play for us. I don't know if it was our gearing or just the way, again, driving style or whatever. But fuel was never really a big issue. We were able to cut it in half pretty easily there. But definitely speed-wise. There's definitely a difference speed-wise that I've noticed with it. You can gain a lot of speed, and of course, being able to save in a pack. It's amazing how much... How well you can stay in, especially at big tracks, you can stay in the draft while running with the sweet silence of neutral, running basically a Formula E car out there. You can gain a lot of fuel mileage and you can gain a lot of speed on restarts, and I don't know how much it really helps with the road course. I think me still being new to it, I think I've been on it now for about 3 weeks or a month or so. It's still kind of a little bit of a learning curve, but it hadn't been as much as I was worried about it being. That's why it's taken me so long to switch to it. But yeah, here we are, and I bored Tom to death. That's why he left. I run a Thrustmaster shifter. I run my Thrustmaster shifter.
Okay, that was going to be my question too, because I've heard some of the drivers that use the Fanatic shifter have had issues. I was going to question you if you've had issues at all with yours, but obviously that was a question that wouldn't apply to you. But yeah, nonetheless, J-Mac, you had a great race. Really controlled the car really well. Handled it really well, just like Fluffy handles his 380 ladies. And,
oh dear.
Did a great job. So. Good job out there, and
good
win.
And I apologize, Tom, to boring to death where he left the party. So
that's going to conclude it here from virtual Watkins Glen in
quite.
New York. Harvick, do you have any last remarks here before we close out?
We already pitted Harvick.
Giving out some codes.
Oh yeah, we have the codes to give away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
let me look
do we
here through
have
the stream.
anybody
Let's
out
see
there
who
in the
picked
chat?
J-Mac. Let me see here.
I don't think
I'll
anyone
have to look
did.
and see. I don't think anybody did either. We had people picking like those of like okay sideways.
I picked J-Mac.
My chat is.
I don't want
for whatever
to
reason not here. Let me look and see. Let me look and see what I got. I don't know if I can. I'm having troubles viewing my chat. So.
I have to do that because my phone died. So that's great.
Nothing like a little dead air on a broadcast.
Well, sounds like we are going to hold off
We're
until next week, because I did not see anybody with J-Mac picked as the winner, which sounds really idiotic because he flat out dominated that race.
Yeah, man.
They don't have any chat to prove it. So next week we'll be giving away DLC packs, one for PlayStation, one for PlayStation, one for Xbox, and It'll be a great time. And Harvick, where are we at next weekend?
Pocono Raceway, the Tricky Triangle.
Oh, the Cup guys had trouble with the Tricky Triangle. Hopefully they have at least one less green, white checker than the Cup guys did, because it was definitely something interesting, and it was one of the races where I presumably lagged out, and I am happy because I would have been absolutely livid to have as many green, white checkers as we did at the end. But nonetheless, great race from everyone in the Xfinity Series. Great run by J-Mac Attack, who questionably may have led every single lap in that race. Dohar with a great charge coming back to P2. Tom Flitty making a nice charge after having some damage, making his way to P3. Great run by all of those guys. From the booth here, it's been Big John and Harvick. And thank you, Fry, as well, for being our race guy in the booth and giving us some information on laps to go and everything else going on. And not sure if I'll be up here in the booth next week, but we will see you next week with someone up here at Pocono. Everyone have a great night.